Climate change has been a present issue within our Earth for many years, and in our local community in San Francisco, Friends of the Urban Forest has been combating this by planting trees. In order to understand how planting trees helps us, we must first learn about climate change and how it's affecting our Earth and the world.
Climate change is becoming ever more present in our lives. The world is warming, the ice caps are melting, and the sea level is rising. Humans emit 37.12 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide every year, contributing to the greenhouse effect and polluting our common resources like air and water. As a result of the changing climate, we see more intense weather and storms, and thus a more destructive and dangerous environment. The effects of climate change are often exacerbated in cities such as San Francisco. One of the reasons for this is the hotter temperatures found in urban environments. A lack of vegetation and a surplus of concrete lowers the albedo in cities, increasing the amount of energy and thus heat absorbed by the sun. Covering the ground with concrete also increases runoff and the potential for flooding. Urban environments also face increased air pollution, as the concentrated presence of factories and fossil fuel-burning automobiles in cities increases the carbon emissions and worsens air quality. Noise pollution is also worsened in cities, impacting both humans and the urban wildlife. As climate-aware students, we want to investigate what some groups are doing about this issue, and more importantly, what we can do as individuals.
Air quality, maybe one of the most pressing issues of our time. Planting trees reduces the amount of CO2 we have in the atmosphere and thus improves the air quality in our cities, communities, and the entire world. By reducing the amount of pollution in our air, we reduce the risk of illnesses like cancer and asthma.
Another big problem is noise pollution and storm runoff. For noise pollution, it pretty much would block the sound waves from exiting, and also it would create white noises for the environment, which is good. And for storm runoffs, it would, every time you plant a tree, it would make the soil more permeable, which would be better for the water because there would be less flooding and they'd absorb it.
Another pressing issue of climate change is the increasing heat that we are finding in our cities. An increase in the use of concrete and other substances like that decreases the albedo, which means that less light is reflected and returned to the atmosphere, and instead the heat is absorbed in our communities. A way that we can reduce this heat is by planting more trees. Planting more trees not only provides shade, but it also increases the albedo, which means that more light is reflected and less heat is absorbed. Unfortunately, many minority communities often find that they have less trees in these areas, which means that they are often in areas of hotter temperatures. Friends of the Urban Forest is dedicated to planting trees in these disadvantaged communities to ensure that everyone has equal access to shade, lower temperatures, and better living conditions.
You might be wondering, how is this proven to work? Well, according to San Francisco's Environment Department, San Francisco's carbon emissions has decreased by 48% from 1990 to 2020. And also, quoted by Friends of the Urban Forest themselves, they've planted over 60,000 trees since 1981, which covers almost more than half of San Francisco's entire tree canopy.
Smells good. Well, there are a bunch of additional benefits to planting trees besides the before mentioned ones like air pollution or reducing air pollution, heat, and water runoff. Some of these benefits are amazing at boosting immune systems as well as just your general happiness. Studies have shown that it also reduces the likelihood of cancer as well as asthma, and it just makes people generally more stress-free. If you have all these benefits, why wouldn't you want to plant trees? lock in. Let's go.
Now,
We're going to interview some students from here at Lowell High School based on their opinions on forest and Friends of the Urban Forest organization.
let's begin.
Hey everyone, we're here with Marty.
Hi.
Here we have Kieran.
We're here with Drew today.
Yes.
Here we have Jackie.
Hi, I'm Jackie.
SBC president. All right, so here we have Miles. We're here with Caitlin.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Henry. We're here with
Yusuf.
Everyone, we're here with Pravi.
What's up? All right, here we have Tyler.
All right, so today we're going to be asking you a few questions on Friends of the Urban Forest. Have you heard of this organization?
I have right now for you.
Oh, well, do you know anything about it?
No.
I'll give you some more facts about Friends of the Urban Forest. It's an organization that plants trees all over SF. You might even find some on the sidewalk. You'll find a lot, actually. And basically, they go around to like neighborhoods that just seems to like not have many trees, and their main goal is, you know, planting trees benefits not only us but the environment. So that's their goal, save, like just benefiting everyone. One fact that they have is they've been planting over 60,000 trees now in San Francisco since 1981. And on the like topic of, you know, saving the environment, what have you done personally to benefit the environment?
I volunteer at the SF Zoo, and like we work with a lot of animals there, and we educate the public about like wildlife and wildlife conservation and how to like preserve it for the future.
Nice, nice.
I feel like I definitely could do more, but some little things I do on a daily basis is like make sure all my trash is in the right bin, so like recycling, compost, and the trash bin. And then I also like try and encourage people to like shop more sustainably, or like use like reusable bags so they reduce plastic and like help create a cleaner environment.
Awesome.
So I compost, right? Additionally, I drive, but I don't drive too much because I'm very conscious about the emissions that I put out, because I do believe in the ozone. I think that's a real thing. So that's how I'm trying to benefit my environment.
Nice, nice.
I used to have a car until I realized that the gas has carbon emissions or produces greenhouse gases. So I sold my car and now I only bike to school.
Wow, that's very life-changing.
I've done a lot of work with different community organizations, including one that is focused on alleviating food insecurity in historically marginalized neighborhoods. So yeah, like just to elaborate more on that, it's focused on planting or maintaining community gardens, and that helps to provide food in these neighborhoods.
Nice, nice.
To ask you a quick question. So, what do you think the importance of trees are in cities?
I think it's important that they provide oxygen for the environment, and they also provide storm runoff and cool down the environment and reduce heat in cities.
Awesome. Thank you.
I think they could plant more trees. You know, there's tons of places they could plant more trees. You know, so yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you, Kieran.
Thank you.
I don't think I know all of them, but I know that they're beautiful for when you're walking around. So they're like a nice way to take care of your environment. They get rid of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. They create a place for birds and other animals to kind of live with humans.
Now, what do you think SF can do as a city to benefit the environment? What more can they do, I guess?
I feel like providing more resources to all like people around the city, because I feel like a lot of areas in the city don't have enough resources to help like create a cleaner environment in SF. So I feel like providing more resources that are accessible to everyone would really help.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
I think we need to get rid of all this concrete because it's not permeable, therefore there's no infiltration. And so I think like stuff like that needs to be changed. So we need lots of legislation from like London Breed, you know, more trees. Obviously what they're doing is great, and we just need to clean the air and make sure everyone has a great hospitable place here in San Francisco.
Sounds good, thank you.
Thank you.
I think for San Francisco, there's a lot of streets with a lot of trash on it, and obviously that's not good for the environment. So I think maybe making efforts to like pick some of that up. Even planting more trees. Trees are great. They give me oxygen. I love them. I love me some oxygen.
That's fact. That's fact.
Plant more trees, pick up trash. Yeah.
Sounds good. Thanks, Marty.
No, I feel like people can take some power themselves and go out and plant trees like in their yard or do anything. Maybe have some plants, all that. and maybe the city can spend some money on those kind of projects too. Yeah, like with parks and everything like that. I don't know.
Great answer. Thank you. All right, have a good one.
Appreciate you, dog.
All right, well, I think we need to lock in and do better city planning so that there's less driving, less emissions, and also fix the homeless crisis.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I think elaborating more on my previous answer, just ensuring that everyone has access to healthy, affordable food options, and of course planting more trees like the Friends of Urban Forest you said, like they were doing, and also increasing access to public spaces, the open spaces and parks. I think that's really crucial.
Would you be interested in volunteering with Friends of the Urban Forest? They hold like volunteer events where people can come out and plant trees like 2 to 3 times a month.
Would you do it with me, Edric?
I'll do it with you, Jack.
All right, I'm down.
Let's do it together. Thank you. Well, you might be wondering, how can I, as a high school teen, get involved? Good news. Friends of the Urban Forest themselves provides this opportunity for teens called Green Teens, in which they encourage teens and educate teens not only on planting trees, but also educating them how to use paper wisely, how to also live a more eco-friendly life, and many other opportunities also come from volunteer clubs such as Loner Act themselves, right here, a volunteer club based at Lowell High School. We actually work with Friends of the Urban Forest, and every 2 to 3 times a month, we'll go with them and plant trees on the sidewalk. Some you might even find on Sunset Boulevard, many of them actually. This is eucalyptus, there's a few here and there, but yeah, it doesn't hurt to try.
We highly encourage every one of you to join us in making this world a better place. If you would like to learn more about Friends of the Urban Forest, scan the QR code on the screen. It will bring you to their website, where you can find all the information regarding what the organization has accomplished, what they're currently doing, and what they plan to do. As mentioned previously, Friends of the Urban Forest provides volunteering opportunities 2 to 3 times a month. These events not only allow you to contribute to improving our environment, but also allow you to create new friendships with others. Thank you all for watching, and we hope you learn the importance of the role growing trees has in bettering our environment. The effect of an individual can go a very long way.